Alright guys, I read an amazing amount of books apparently in September 2020. So I don't have a whole lot of time to make this video, so I'm going to try to do this pretty quickly, but I'm going to give a review, a basic review of each of these. So the first one is A Reluctant Queen by Joan Wolfe. This one is basically a story of Esther. I really like this one, guys. If you haven't tried it, it is really sweet. It really focuses on the love story. But I do have to warn you that they did not use the correct king. They used someone else other than King Xerxes. So it was not the same king that was in the Bible. But overall, I did like it. The next one, Francine Rivers, The Priest. This one is part of her Sons of Encouragement series, but this one is about Aaron. And I don't have the whole book of Sons of Encouragement, but I have all the little ones that make up the book. So I decided to check this one out. This one was good. It was pretty detailed. It wasn't really one of my favorites that she has written, but it was worth the read. It was a really interesting take on everything that was from Aaron's point of view. Okay, the next one, The Tomb by Stephanie Lansom. This one is a really awesome take on Mary and Martha. It basically follows Martha's story. Guys, this is an amazing story. You've got to check this one out. If you've never read this book, it is so good. And this book is the third one in the Living Water series. Guys, this series is awesome. I think that it is the only biblical fiction series that Stephanie Lansom has made, but if you haven't read it, it's awesome. You've got to check it out. Okay, so let me get the next one. I've got Jerusalem's Queen by Angela Hunt. This is one of the silent years, and this is a novel of Salome Alexandra. She became sort of like the queen of Jerusalem when there was, it was before Jesus' time. So it was between the time of Malachi and Matthew. But overall, this was a great book. I really enjoyed this series. Actually, this is the only book in the series other than Judah's Wife that I did like. The other two I really didn't. So I was torn, but this one was actually a good one. Another Angela Hunt is Daughter of Cana. This is her new one, and I know she has another one coming out. I think it just came out today. This one is a take on the woman, the servants that served the wine at the wedding feast of the friends that Jesus had, and they were invited to the wedding, and he turned the water into wine. Guys, this was a really good one. Now, I have to say I wasn't so completely into the silent years, but I really liked this series so far, The Jerusalem Road, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it continue with other characters this upcoming year. Okay, I never do this, and yes, forgive me for the torn cover. I never read anything that's not actual, like, in biblical times, but my daughter gave me Redeeming Love. Guys, I'm running out of time on this video because I barely have any memory left on this phone, but this is an amazing story. This and The Voice in the Wind by Francine Rivers. Both of them are so amazing, I can't even begin to describe. If you haven't read these because they're like super, super mega long, you're missing out. And I read this for my book club that is going to be reading it in October. Guys, I finished it before October 1st because it was so good, and I've already ordered the sequel, and I have the third one in the house. So they are so good. You have to check these both out, guys. They are really, really good. And I know that there's a Redeeming Love movie coming out, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to even sit through it because I was already crying through the book. Okay. Now, this next one, The Silk Merchant of Sychar by Cindy Williams. This one I think was self-published. This one is a take on The Woman of the Well, from The Well. This one was actually pretty good. I did like it. I think I gave it a 4 stars on Goodreads. So if you haven't read this one, I would say to check it out if you're interested in The Woman from the Well. All right, next one is The Shadow of the Storm, Out from Egypt, #2 from, I think it's Conilan Cassette. I'm sorry. I know someone gave me the pronunciation, but I can't remember. But this one is great. This is another great one. I had already read the first story about Kira, and now this one talks about Shira and how they came out of Egypt. So this one is another keeper, guys. I love Connie Lynn Cassette. She's amazing. She is a great author. Okay, Ordinary Women of the Bible, In Eternal Love, Tabitha's story. This is a great one too, guys. And then, I'm so sorry, I'm trying to hurry up. And then Lainey's Promise. These two are awesome. So, and this one I found in a thrift store. So if you guys want to check me out and follow my book club, I will leave the link in the bottom. And then this one is by Guideposts, In Eternal Love. So make sure that you guys check this out, okay? I'm so sorry that I have to run, but this is going to die. Goodbye, guys.